What's up, guys? Again, at the coffee bar with your favorite bartender, A5 Cup of Coffee. Let's go ahead and get this drink started so we can go ahead and get to these reviews and these previews and talk about these movies, guys. I've got a lot today, so join in with me, have some fun, have a drink. Let's get it. Some strawberries. Some blueberries. We're gonna use this little tool right here. It's called a muddler. This way we can get a little juice from the actual fruit itself. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's lights are still on. No, energy has been kind of being interesting to say the least. Hope everybody's water is working. It's been a crazy snow wind, guys. Crazy snow wind. So after we muddle that, go ahead and get this right here. All right. I'm gonna make this with a little bit of gin. Cran mango juice. No lie, especially being snowed in, right? We good, though. We good, Clarissa. Last thing, I'm gonna pop the top here. A little bit on the top. All right, before I get cut off, because that's definitely a famous song, so I don't want to get cut off again, guys. There we go, baby. That's good. That's definitely good. All right, guys. So I hope y'all have definitely been following me. What's up, Bree, Clarissa? What's up, cuz? I see you down there. All right, so guys, let's start off first and foremost with some of the things I dropped today. I did drop in my story. What's up, Jensen? I see you. I see you in here. I did go ahead and drop the comic book for Rick and Morty. Unfortunately, the new season 5, has not dropped yet, and I am not happy about it. Well, I thought it was going to be a little bit more on schedule because they, Cartoon Network did order the, 70 episodes or whatnot. But man, Dan Harmon and maybe a little bit of COVID and all of that. But they are still behind. They have not launched the episodes. They're supposed to come out end of last year, 2020. But we're still waiting. So I did go ahead and post. They do have a comic coming out pretty soon. And I got to definitely check it out to get my Rick and Morty fix. But that's all on that. I hope. What's up, cuz? I see you in here. I hope the baby doing good. Hope everybody is enjoying the snow for what it is. And I know a lot of us are snowed in, including myself. But hey, you know, things happen, weather happen. Yeah, you like the shirt? Yeah, absolutely. But yeah. So first things first, I did go ahead and drop that trailer that just dropped today for Cruella. I snatched that off of YouTube real quick. I will put it in the comments below. I'm glad to hear it, glad to hear it. What's up, Alicia? I see you. Y'all, if y'all haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You all will be able to see this episode tomorrow if y'all don't catch everything tonight. However, that being stated, also join the group. Let's talk movies and TV shows. Alicia Johnson is over it. It's a wonderful group, so y'all definitely check that out. Is that my boy, Sean? Speaking of shout outs, I'm gonna shout everybody out that's joining us. Sean, he has started his own clothing company, Shark and Sauce. So definitely check that out. Check out his website. I'll include the link to his website in the comments as well. Get you some Shark and Sauce stuff, especially if you're from Arkansas. Also, if y'all haven't already, there it is. So if y'all, I see you, bro. And if y'all haven't already, Jensen just joined us a few minutes ago. He has his own YouTube channel. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel. It is Jensen's World, and also subscribe to his actual. He actually has Spotify. He has a actual podcast. It's actually pretty awesome. If you're into comics and need some things to go, there you go, Sean. I'm sorry I ain't invite you yet, man. I invited most of the people that I knew would be interested. My bad, Sean. That's my fault. And I definitely will invite a lot more of you guys. But yeah, definitely check out Jensen's YouTube channel. He definitely talks comics and he talks it heavy. That guy knows what he's talking about. So moving forward, yeah, drop that trailer for Cruella that dropped today with Emma Stone. She is knocking it out of the park. It looks like she's Disney's version of Harley Quinn or Disney's version of the Joker or whatever. You may have that nice. What happened here? Make sure. Okay. Had a poor connection for a second. Sorry, guys. But yeah, it looks like she's going to knock it out of the park. Emma Stone, great actress. Got a Academy nod for La La Land. Y'all check out Cruella when it drops. I think it drops in May, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I definitely got to check that out when it comes out. Next, I did go ahead and show you guys the posters that they actually came out with for Mortal Kombat. Man, those things are awesome. The visuals are great. They are dropping a actual trailer tomorrow. So as soon as that thing comes up, guys, I will share it so you don't have to look for it. I'll have it for you guys as quickly as possible. But man, I actually posted most of the posters for most of the characters that are going to be on there. The only ones I think I missed was Cole, which is the new character that the movie is actually introducing. And but I am going to drop a YouTube clip in the actual comments as well for you guys to stay to the end. That way you all can see all of the posters and them in their movement action. I couldn't figure out quite how to get it in the movement action, but I did drop a link on how to do that, so I'll do that in the comments here. So, next things next, speaking of HBO Max and how they're killing it, man, Godzilla vs. King Kong dropped another trailer, and this time, what's up, Brian? That's my homie from way back when, man. But yeah, Godzilla vs. King Kong dropped another trailer, and it's not so much King Kong propaganda in this one. It doesn't look like he's actually dominating Godzilla in this one. I know they dropped the Japanese trailer that showed Godzilla slapping the crap out of him, but they did drop this one, and it does look like it's gonna be a pretty even fight. You even see Kong on the ground pretty much unconscious with his eyes open, man. So I definitely want to check it out. It looks like the young girl is actually gonna have some type of sign language where she can speak to him, maybe from that tribe that we saw on Skull Island. Maybe that's where she's from. But that's going to be absolutely awesome. And then we got Millie Bobby Brown coming back. She actually is from Stranger Things. If y'all didn't know, she's 11, but she's going to be back in this movie. And I didn't even see this until this last trailer, but Dre Dennison from Team Godzilla. All right, cuz, I see you. But we had Dre Dennison from Deadpool 2, the heavyset guy, Firestorm, what they call him in there? Firestorm. The guy with the fire powers. He's actually gonna be in the King Kong versus Godzilla as well. So definitely a lot of stars in this one. I hope this one is better than King of the Monsters. I actually enjoy King of the Monsters, but I want this to be better so they can actually. What's up, LB? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Nice to see you in here. But yeah. In any case, I definitely want this to be good so they can continue with whatever they're trying to do with the Monsterverse. Now, guys, so a few theories about this. Now, I know my cousin just said Team Godzilla, so I did, from a reliable source, did see that there was a contract from with Toho. Right. This is the drink for the night, by the way, guys. Yeah, I added a few things, but yeah, this is the drink for the night. I might go ahead and make a video with this one. This one's pretty nice. But check this out. The Toho is who actually created Godzilla and a whole bunch of other kaijus or monsters, and they actually have it in the contract for the U.S. using Godzilla that he can't die in this version of the U.S. films. Now there is a clause to that. He can't die unless he has a son or quote unquote daughter. So we all know, us old school fans of Godzilla, we all know that there is a son of Godzilla out there. You know, he speaks telepathically to people or whatnot. But the thing that I'm interested in, I don't know if you all paid attention to the end of King of the Monster, but Monarch found an egg. Now, most of us assumed that the egg was Mothra being, reborn, because we've seen that before in the old Toho films before. But what if that was a Godzilla egg? And maybe, just stick with me here. Maybe that's why Godzilla's going on a rampage. Maybe the egg has been stolen or found, quote unquote, and maybe that's why Godzilla has kind of jumped off the deep end and he's kind of painted as the bad guy as of right now. Just a theory. You guys tell me what y'all think about that theory. That could be pretty cool, though. Just kind of see not only the introduction of maybe a Mecha Godzilla, or more than likely a Mecha Godzilla, but also a baby Godzilla. So check that out. And in any case, we're going to move forward here. We did get another trailer for the Snyder Cut. It's actually pieced together very nice. It looks like we're going to get a little bit more of the Flash and his powers, a little bit more of pretty much everybody in their powers. The only person that I didn't see more of was Aquaman. And maybe it's because he got his own movie already, but I didn't see more of him. We got a little extended scene of that Wonder Woman scene where she came in and saved everybody. But yeah, of course we got the Jared Leto Joker at the end there, and I'm very interested to see exactly what's going on. I'm seeing a lot of What y'all thinking about, guys? What y'all thinking about the theory? I hope so, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all know, especially y'all two. Y'all know I'm always open to inboxes and theories of y'all own, so y'all let me know. But yeah, the Snyder Cut looks like it's actually coming together. At first, it seemed like it was just sort of everywhere, but it looks like they're gonna do maybe a little bit of a rendition of the Apocalypse War. That's what it kind of looks like. It's going to actually lead into that war with Darkseid or whatnot. And the cool thing about that is they can actually use that footage from Barry Allen running back in time to kind of fix them. And maybe they actually lose the first battle. Maybe they actually lose after, the whole Steppenwolf thing. Maybe Darkseid comes and, man, wipes them out. But We'll see what goes on there. I'm still excited about the Snyder Cut. I don't think it's gonna live up to the hype. However, I do believe it's gonna be a really good movie, and I'm definitely gonna enjoy the ride all the way through. So, some kind of more on the lighter side of things. I did go ahead and drop that trailer for if you're following me or you're following Let's Talk Movies and TV shows. I did drop the Minions 2 trailer that just dropped not too long ago, bruh. Movie doing 100. Okay, that's fair. But I did drop the Minions 2 trailer, and it's actually pretty decent as well. I'm definitely gonna check it out. I've seen all the Despicable Me and the Minions movie. Looks like Minions 2 picks up after Minions 1, not too long after that, because y'all know at the end of Minions 1, they found Gru, and it looks like they're going to continue with Little Gru and the Minions kind of making their bond. So it looks pretty funny. I'm all with it. I'm down for it, and I just kind of want to see exactly where this goes. So out of the previews, we're gonna go and all of the trailers and whatnot. Guys, remember, I will drop these in the comments if you haven't seen them yet. So check out the comments afterwards. After the show, I'll have all the links to where you can see these trailers. So moving forward, movies and shows that I did go ahead and watch, and we're gonna go ahead and review. The first one I want to go ahead and go over is Rendell. This was actually a so I got a suggestion to go ahead and give it a watch. It was very graphic as far as what happens in the movie. So basically, it's a gentleman. He works for this company. Finds out some bad things about the company. Unfortunately, his family gets caught in the crosshairs, and he's out for vengeance. He's actually shot at one point. They kind of show you in between flashbacks on what happened, what led up to him being Rendell, the spirit of vengeance or whatnot. Already, Alicia, already, I got y'all covered. But yeah, this Rendell movie, it's like a Deadpool that really didn't work for me. Like I said, it was okay. The action was okay. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 4, maybe a 5 out of 10 cups of coffee. It was, like I said, it's okay if you kind of like that old school violence, maybe kind of like that. What it seemed like what Spawn could have been, but Spawn was a little bit better because of the actors that were in it. These actors weren't that great to me. They didn't grab me that much, just to be honest, that was in this movie. So not the top of my list. I definitely enjoyed Mortal way more. So give it a watch if you're bored on a Sunday. But outside of that, I'd say skip over this one. I would say that's a mid to no for me. But moving forward, I finally got a chance to watch Monster Hunter. Finally got a chance to see it. Finally found it. It is on Vudu as of right now, so where you can watch the digital copy. But I finally got a chance to watch it. It was pretty decent. The only thing I didn't like about this movie, you know, I always give you the good, the bad, and the in between. But the only thing that I didn't like was Mila Jovovich. Y'all help me out with that name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The lady from Resident Evil. It seemed like she was just overcoming so much, and I mean, it was kind of almost like the same thing that happened in the Resident Evil series. It seemed like she was the only one that kept progressing throughout all the movies, and nobody else could make it but her. So that's what kind of I thought was going to happen here. The good news is at the end they kind of switched it up for me, and I love that. We actually had Tony Jaa in this movie. Everybody that likes the Unbox series or anything like that, he's in this movie. We also got T.I. in this movie. Megan Good was in this movie. And my man, Ron Perlman, Hellboy himself, was not the new one, not the new trash one. The old one, the old Hellboy, was actually in this movie. And it was actually pretty decent. What's up, Soror? Appreciate you joining the live. But yeah, all of these... I mean, I got to be honest with you guys. I did really enjoy the movie. It was almost 2 hours long, but it didn't feel like it because off the bat it started with action. So I definitely love this movie. I would give it about a 6.5 out of 10 cups of coffee. Check it out if you have a chance. Definitely check it out. So next on the list, let's go through a few shows that I went ahead and watched for you guys. And y'all can decide on if y'all want to watch them or not. I did check out Batwoman, and I did check out Black Lightning. These are the CW shows that are going on right now besides Walker, which is that, I was about to say Jensen Ackles. Jared Padalecki led rendition of Walker. Speaking of Walker, I'll actually go ahead and do that one right now as well. Walker's okay. It hasn't really grabbed me, but it hasn't completely lost me as of yet. Yeah, it's right now. Like I said, it's not great, but it's not terrible at this point. But yeah, Black Lightning. Somebody actually posted something when I actually posted the lineup of what I was going to be talking about today. They said, Nah, he ain't Chuck Norris. Of course, he's not Chuck Norris. He doesn't even use. He doesn't even use the spinning back kick. He doesn't use it, man. He just used brute force. But Jared Padalecki's a pretty big dude, so I don't think he might not need it. But in any case, we got Black Lightning, which somebody described as being very depressing, and I can't completely disagree with them. I can't completely disagree with the fact that Black Lightning is a little depressing right now. Coming off of season 3, of course, he lost his best friend. He died in the wars that were going on. But the good news is, we got there. Keaton, is it not you who said that? But yeah. Oh yeah, I got you on the vid. I'm gonna make a vid for this drink. It's absolutely wonderful. It's definitely wonderful. But check, Black Lightning coming off, the loss of his friend. He's kind of gone on the dark end. He's kind of gone on the dark end of things. He's not wearing the suit anymore. But, well, Alicia, I like it too. It kind of lost me after season 2 because it kind of dragged for me in season 2. But I did like the fact that they were, they got his daughters involved early. We didn't have to wait seasons and seasons before, Thunder and Lightning came to be. And right now, Lightning seems to be, which is China's character. She seems to be the most, I guess, the most powerful. Has the more powers as of right now. But it seems like Thunder is the most level-headed out of all 4 of the characters: the mom, the dad, and of course, her sister. But right now, we're at a point where Black Lightning is not Black Lightning right now. He's kind of doing this kind of vigilante thug justice. He's not following his normal rules. He's not even wearing his suit. He's like just going out there and doing whatever he wants to do. And they even had a few episodes back. I know, right? I think I heard that she's leaving. I also heard on the cool that they were actually canceling it after this season. I think it was one of the people I follow, Camille Kamal. He follows the show a little bit more closely than I do as far as cancellations and whatnot. And I think this is the last season, so we'll see. Maybe if they get enough ratings, they can keep it going. And maybe China will return soon or something like that. They've always done that. Speaking of returning, off of Black Lightning, we're gonna actually jump on to Batwoman. That's why they're gonna cancel the show, cause okay. I got you, Alicia. I got you. Okay. Well, maybe the Painkiller series will be a decent replacement for Black Lightning. But moving on, Batwoman, of course, was originally about the story of Cassandra Cain. Comes into town after Batman has disappeared, which was kind of, if you've seen the DC series. Okay, I got you. So the DC series follows the DC series of, if you've seen the animated Bad Blood, where Batman seemingly dies and Batwoman kind of takes over, Dick Grayson takes over, and they kind of take over in Batman's absence. That's kind of what this series is about, minus the Dick Grayson part. I will say I do kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This season, unfortunately, Cassandra Cain is missing. At first, it was presumed that she was dead because her actor Ruby Rose kind of left the role. Well, I will say for the foreseeable future, Ruby Rose left the role of Batwoman. She said it was too much of a strain on her mentally, as far as being away from her family, and also it was too much of a strain for her physically. She was injured doing one of the stunts in this. So she has kind of left the show, and they have the replacement. Her character's name is Ryan. And she's Batwoman or the Batwoman fill-in as of right now. But I thought they were gonna kind of write her out as, she died in the plane crash. But as of right now, they're writing it as she's missing as of right now. So it's possible that she'll come back as maybe a consultant like Luke Fox is. And I like the kind of connections that they're making here. They have the Beth Kane connection, which was originally Cassandra's sister who died in the comics. And then we also have the Luke Fox, who is Lucius Fox's son, and he effectively becomes Batwing, one of the Bat family. After a while, he's more electronically geared, but Batwing's a great character. Jensen can tell y'all about him. Maybe he'll do a thing on him. But yeah, he's actually in the show. So it's all coming down to trying to find Kate Kane, as they call her in this show. At this point, that's what it's all come down to, and her sister Beth Kane, aka Alice, is actually trying to find her to kill her. So we got a little bit of drama going on there. Like I said, it's better than most people would say. I like it. I'm gonna follow it for a little bit while longer, at least for this season, and I'll let y'all all know if y'all need to go ahead and backtrack and watch it. Now, moving forward from there, let's get the two heavy hitters on here now. I know this is why most people are watching. The first one is going to be Judas and the Black Messiah. My gosh. Guys, if you haven't seen this movie, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. These actors, man, they put their heart and soul into this movie. I felt everything that they were trying to portray in this movie. You got Daniel Kaluuya as Fred Hampton, and then you have Lakeith Stanfield. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember his name. They actually starred in Get Out together. If y'all don't remember who Stanfield was, he was the guy who was telling them to get out, nose started bleeding. He got kind of taken out of his trance by the Flash. He was actually in this movie, and he also played in that movie, Sorry to Bother You. He actually played in that movie as well. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to probably always remember him as William O'Neill. He did a great performance. Not only that, he was the Judas of this whole movie. Going to explain the synopsis of the movie, and y'all tell me if y'all liked it or not. It was pure gold for me. I definitely give it, I'm going to give you my rating right now. I definitely give this about an 8.9 out of 10 cups of coffee. Man, this movie was great. I absolutely loved it. I watched it twice. Already. I'm probably going to watch it a third time just for pleasure's sakes, but I did watch it twice for notes, but it's definitely worth the watch. You also had Dominique Fishback in this movie. She put in a great performance as Deborah Johnson, Fred's love interest, and the mother of his child that he had, or unfortunately while he was she was pregnant while he was in prison. But in any case, man, if you don't remember who Dominique Fishback is, if y'all seen the movie Power, which a lot of people were kind of talking about late last year, that was with Jamie Foxx, and her. She was the rapping little girl that kind of helped Jamie Foxx along the way. She plays in this movie, and it's like a complete. I ain't gonna say a 180 because she was decent in that movie as well, but she was dominant in this movie and dang near stole the show with her performance. But all these actors together did a wonderful job. So it's basically the story of William, aka Wild Bill O'Neill, excuse me, and he actually infiltrates the Black Panther Party in Chicago. Because he's kind of held over a barrel by the FBI. He gets caught impersonating the FBI agent. And they basically tell him, hey, you can go home and do this for us, or we'll grant you, or you got to go to jail for 5 years for impersonating the officer. Of course, he takes the deal and he infiltrates. And eventually it leads to the eventual end of what we know him then as the Black Panther Party, excuse me. And I will say, like I said, the events leading up to it, how everything happened, the way it showed how much influence Fred had, it's absolutely crazy. And they label these guys as a danger to society or terrorists, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, because they were able to unify people who normally wouldn't unify. And it was threatening. In the movie, it says it was threatening the white way of life, And these guys are, labeled this way, and all three of these guys are assassinated. I mean, if you look in the history books, of course, you know how this movie ends, unfortunately. And this young man, well, I say young man, well, of course, he's older than me. He would be at this point, but he was only 21, 22 when this happened. I was kind of looking this up. It's absolutely nuts how much influence he had. And, in the power and the way he spoke. But we all have a responsibility, and he took his responsibility to his people very, very seriously. And guys, like I said, check out the movie. I think I may actually go ahead and do a complete review over it, but check it out. It's definitely worth it. Now, lastly, last hard hitter we got here, and the last thing we're going to go ahead and go over is WandaVision. WandaVision, absolutely awesome. This last episode kind of it kind of left us in some wow moments here. Of course, we had if you haven't seen my breakdown, go check out my breakdown on YouTube. It's actually the episode to watch because it's one of the most high viewed reviews I've done up until this point. So go ahead and check it out. So I'm gonna just kind of skim over some of those things. I know my cousin actually pointed this out. I did want to bring this up, this theory that the commercials were in cahoots with the Infinity Stones. Each commercial was a Infinity Stone representation. Now, I will say this, that could be. Some of those make sense. Some of that does make sense. I didn't cover this in the video. That's why I'm covering it now. But it does make sense. You had the soap that maybe represented the Tesseract. The toaster that represented kind of like Vision and the Mind Stone. You had the Lagos paper towels, which represented the ether. It had the red liquid on the table, represented the ether. And I believe this was on Reddit or something somewhere. It had the whole breakdown of everything. Also check out New Rockstars over the commercials and their theories on it. I didn't do a breakdown of the commercials because I didn't have a theory myself, so I don't really like kind of stealing like that. But check out New Rockstars. It does show a whole breakdown of everything. However, I personally do kind of go with the theory that it has more to do with Wanda's, the things that happened to Wanda and her traumatic life up until this point. You have Strucker, the watch, which it could have been the Time Stone, or it could have been because Strucker is the one and Hydra are the ones who actually kind of preyed on her and her brother and also experimented on her. You have that toaster one, which if you listen, when the toaster commercial comes on, it sounds like one of Tony's repulsor rays. It sounds just like that, and it has Stark on it. And if you remember when Wanda and Pietro were first introduced, it actually they actually have a story about how they were hit by they were hit by a missile that never exploded, and it was a Stark missile. But of course, we know that those weapons were stolen and used for things that Stark didn't intend for. But in any case, she was scarred by that. Of course, her parents died in that whole debacle. And then you have the Lagos, which is where she actually accidentally blew up the innocent people in the building because Crossbones blew himself up, and she tried to get him away, and she blew up the building. That's where that happened in Lagos. Or like I said, it could be representing the ether. And then the soap, the whole soap thing was supposed to be a reference to how Hydra was actually controlling people in certain areas by putting the chemicals in and controlling people. That was actually referenced on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then lastly, the creepiest commercial was in this last episode where the little boy starts to fade. He starts to turn into like this skeleton because he's hungry. And I'm like, dude, what the heck? It was so creepy. But in any case, it could represent the Soul Stone because you can't get the Soul Stone unless you make a sacrifice. The kid didn't have anything to sacrifice, so maybe that's why he couldn't get to the Soul Stone, aka the snack. Or it could mean another part of Wanda's traumatic experience where she feels like she can't survive without her magic, and because everybody around her at this point, gosh, I have to realize everybody that she loved at this point has died. Not counting some of the Avengers, but she does trust Clint, which is probably her last connection to reality, and she does trust Monica at this point. But man, if you check it out, Quicksilver has died at this point. Her parents have died at this point, and then she finds a new love in Vision, and he's killed right in front of her. So everybody that she's loved has pretty much died in front of her, and I kind of said that in a previous show about that, and she's kind of dealing with grief. But Yeah, I think that's what that commercial meant as well. So you guys tell me which theory y'all like better, the Infinity Stones one, or everything representing kind of Wanda's traumatic experiences throughout the MCU. In any case, this episode is crazy. We get to see the boys, Billy and Tommy, aka Wiccan and Speed, manifest their powers. That was pretty cool. We got to see Speed manifest his powers, Speed, and then Wiccan manifest his telepath powers to help his dad at the end. Now, a lot of people were asking what would happen to Vision if he comes outside his bubble. What we found out in this episode, because when he starts to step outside of the bubble, he starts to actually degenerate. Now, Wanda found him taking apart the Poltergeist twins, right? Right, Marcus. Every time they turn around, they doing something crazy. They either aging themselves up or manifesting powers. Those kids do a lot. And also another thing to bring up about the kids that I know a lot of people have noticed, but just in case you haven't, Wanda can't control these kids. She can't, she couldn't put them to sleep when they were infants. She did have to talk them down from aging themselves up again after the dog died. So that was actually pretty crazy. On that, I think the crazy part about that is, like I said before, even though Wanda couldn't hear Vision because she was using. Well, I think it was. I don't think they brought back her brother, but that's a possible theory, Alicia. But Clarissa, on your question, I believe because Wanda, like you stated before, she did bring the kids out, and that was mentioned in this episode, because we never saw kids outside of her two before this episode. We only saw the adults, even when they had the magic show that was for the kids, as the people kept saying in that whole creepy unison voice. We never saw any kids up until this point, and Vision even made a reference to it. He's like, "We don't see kids. No kids are on the parks or anything like that." What's up, friend? But the thing about that is, Clarissa, is I think, yes, because she had so many people moving around, she wasn't able to focus on her Vision when he was actually dying. But Wiccan, of course, he could. But Alicia, to say that is one theory that the twins actually brought him back, because she did mention Pietro in front of them, and it seems like they are cognizant even at birth that they were aware of what was going on. That's why they aged up to being 5, because they heard them saying they couldn't they couldn't control them. They was crying, so they aged up. So that is something that could have happened. That being stated, I honestly believe that this Pietro is not what we want, unfortunately. I think he's a red herring. He's not the gateway to the multiverse. I think that Pietro was brought about by whatever is the outside force, whether it's Agnes or whoever her husband Ralph is, which I'm thinking is Mephisto or Nightmare. We'll hold on for that theory in a second. But I think that's what's going on with Pietro. He is not from the Fox universe. I don't think that's actually him. Or even if he was plucked out of the Fox universe, he's been given different memories. So he's supposed to have kind of fuzzy memories of the Aaron Taylor Johnson version of Quicksilver, which was the MCU when they died or got shot like a chump in the street for nothing. And that was another thing. He said he was shot in the street like a chump for nothing. But if you watched Age of Ultron, he actually used himself as a shield to actually protect Clint and that Sokovian kid. So that he wasn't shot in the street. I mean, he could have. I think he definitely could have moved them out of the way instead of what's up, cuz. What's up, cuz? I think he could have moved him out of the way instead of being shot. However, that being stated, he definitely sacrificed himself, and that wasn't like a chump in the street. So I'm thinking that Pietro is, he has some fuzzy memories that he doesn't have himself. Someone put them there. So moving forward, they did make a reference to one of my favorite movies. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Stop it, Marcus. Don't start with me on this live about Ultron has been the best Avenger movie. Don't start with me with that. But that being stated, they did mention one of my favorite movies, Kick-Ass, which is the movie that Aaron Taylor Johnson and Evan Peters starred in together. I did mention that in my video. That was pretty cool. I love Kick-Ass. Check it out if you get a chance. Not the second one. Not the second one. But definitely the first one. Check out the first one. Nicolas Cage is wonderful, and he's over the top as agreed. Now, that being stated, while they were, developing their powers and doing all of this, Pietro makes some pretty good points. He gets really he gets really meta. He gets really meta with some of the things, like they mention their accents. They mention that he does look different. They do mention a lot of things. Guys, please share this video. I appreciate all the likes and everybody that's been in here. But he mentioned a lot of stuff there, and at the end of it, I do think a lot of things are happening at the end. Of course, Wanda, because of Wiccan telling her what's going on, she expanded the dome, which kind of encased all the sword, and then except for I didn't see, again in the video, I went back and watched it. I honestly didn't see if Monica and Wu got encased. I know Darcy did for sure. All the sword agents did, and then Hayward got away because they were trying to call back and they couldn't figure out anything. Now, one thing that I didn't mention in the video that I caught later on, did you all see the medical analysis of Monica when she first came back? That it was like really overexposed light. And I'm thinking that's kind of hinting toward her getting her powers as Photon, aka Spectrum, aka Captain Marvel. Again, I will say this, Monica, don't let nobody steal your name. Whatever name you go with, please stick with it, and we're gonna go from there. Also, there is a working theory out there that does say, and I think I discussed this with several of you, her contact, she said, I have a guy. A lot of people are thinking that is Reed Richards that she's talking about, but I have a lot of other people who's thinking, hold it. Have a lot of other people who believe that her guy is actually Blue Marvel. So that would actually be pretty cool if it was Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel is a relatively new superhero that actually just came out in the 2000s. Now, I will say this, Jensen has done a video on Blue Marvel. I promise. But it would be cool if her guy was Blue Marvel, because just a hammer. Maybe I could see that Justin Hammer is Wu's contact. That could be true, because Wu knows a lot that he normally, I would say, most FBI agents don't know. So could be. Thanks, Heather. I appreciate it, cuz. Appreciate it. I know your cousin love it from where y'all from. Your husband. I say your cousin. Your husband. So check this out. I do think number one. It is Blue Marvel. I hope it's Blue Marvel, because that could lead, instead of introducing the Fantastic Four kind of like that, if it's Blue Marvel and they said they have one more guest star appearance and it's played by somebody who is like, I don't know, like Will Smith or somebody like that, or I heard somebody throw out John David Washington, which would be awesome. But God, wonder why. That's true too, Sean. I saw someone mention that not too long ago when I was looking through theories. But like I stated before, I personally hope it's him, because that does set up for the Ultimates, and that would be cool. Or it could be Miss America. That could be her person, because kind of addressing the foreign subtitles, because they are supposed to be kind of coming out with her series. I think they kind of greenlit that in the near future. But that still leads to the Ultimates, and that's a new group that, it had Black Panther, it had Miss Chavez in it, it had Spectrum, it had Blue Marvel, it had all of those guys, and they were kind of their own entity. And Carol Danvers, as a matter of fact, she was actually on the team as well. So that they were their own team entity, kind of like a Space Avengers. And I think that would be pretty cool to kind of address them. The Fantastic Four, I know we're all kind of looking forward to that, but it would be interesting to set up a new group instead of kind of depending on these the groups that we all know, like the X-Men and Fantastic Four, and now the Avengers, because the Avengers, a lot of those guys are aging. They are tired of those roles. That's their words, not mine. But in any case, I'm hoping it leads to the Ultimates. That's my hope. It may not be true, but that's my hope. Instead of the Fantastic Four, they can get their own starring thing. But if the Ultimates come through like this, that would be cool for me. In any case, I said that was the last thing, but I forgot about one of the coolest movies I seen over the weekend, and that is, nah, man, if their guy is Dr. Doom, dude, that would be freaking amazing. I didn't even think about that. If the guy was actually Victor Von Doom, that would be crazy. But me personally, I would never trust a guy with the last name Doom. But you know, everybody does for some reason. I don't know. I don't get that. I don't get why they always trust this guy. In any case, moving forward, guys, please hit me in my inbox. Please hit me in the comments after the show about all your theories about WandaVision. Also, check out the video. I have it posted on my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't seen it. It's called Drink More Coffee. But one movie that does definitely need a shout out on this show is Willy's Wonderland. My God, guys, it's supposed to be sort of a horror. It looks like a spin on it's called Willy's Wonderland, Alicia. Check it out. Please hit my inbox. I will tell you how to watch it. But Willy's Wonderland starring Nicolas Cage. This guy, he doesn't speak the whole movie. That's kind of a movie I want to star in. This dude, he does not. Alicia, hit my inbox. I got you covered. But check this out. This guy, he doesn't speak the whole movie, but it's actually absolutely, if it's not funny, it's cool. The action in it is cool. I loved it. I watched it twice already. So it's basically a kind of spin on, I don't know if you guys have ever watched this movie called The Banana Splits, but it's actually supposed to be about this Cartoon Network little show snippet. They used to be in a band, kind of like the Chuck E. Cheese people. And they used to be on Cartoon Network like late at night. I remember this as a kid, but they made a movie about them. And the animatronics were like attacking people, like attacking and killing people. It was absolutely nuts. Check it out if you get a chance I know a lot of you guys have jailbroken fire sticks. If you get a chance, check out the Banana Splits from 2019. Absolutely hilarious. But it looks like a take on that and Five Nights at Freddy, which is a video game that they're supposed to be bringing to life. But it looks like they can never get the story right. The creators can't get on one accord on what's going on there. One of the guys that I follow on YouTube, 3C Films, he's been kind of reporting on it a lot. But they've never kind of got this movie out the ground. But we did get Willy's Wonderland in the meantime. And like I said, it's about a group of people that were part of this, like I said, kind of like this Chuck E. Cheese type thing. They used to have like little birthday parties for kids and stuff. And unfortunately, these guys were pretty gone in the head. They were like murdering the families that would come in this like secret room or whatnot. They would pretend like they're giving the kids a birthday party. And they would kill them in like these crazy ways or whatnot. And so when the cops finally listened and tried to come in, they had all did a suicide kill and kind of transferred their souls into the animatronics. They pulled a whole Chucky bid. They did the Chucky bid without the lightning. Like that's what they did. And so they reopened the whole thing, and the animatronics were killing people. And so the townspeople have made a deal with the animatronics. Hey, we'll bring people to you. You just leave the town people and the town kids alone. And there we have the movie. Nicolas Cage comes in. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be horror, but it's, to me, but then again, I'm not that afraid of most things. It seems like it's supposed to be horror, but it's not that. It's not that. I'm not gonna reveal how it ends for you guys, but Nicolas Cage does actually get caught. To me, it seems like he gets caught on purpose, but I don't know. He gets trapped in with the animatronics, him and a group of kids, and they tried to stop the animatronics. That's what I can reveal to you as of right now. I kind of really want to do a video on this one because it's, like I said, it's actually pretty funny. And like the fact that Nicolas Cage does not utter a word through this whole movie is absolutely awesome. He just conveys everything through facial expressions. And he has this thing where he has to drink these energy drinks and play pinball. Just to watch it, it's absolutely wonderful. And when you watch it and y'all get back to me, like I said, I would give this one like a 6.5, 7 just for the entertainment level. It's not the greatest acting movie, but it's definitely entertaining. So check it out. Y'all get back to me in the comments. Y'all get back to me on my status or on my inbox. Check out Willy's Wonderland. I definitely recommend it. But guys, if y'all have nothing else for me or any other questions about any other theories or anything like that, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off. It's been wonderful talking to you guys. I love the interaction. So shout out to Clarissa, Alicia, Marcus, Jensen, everybody that I saw join in, some of the soror, some of the frat. I really appreciate y'all joining in. And I love it when y'all talk to me. So don't ever feel any way about asking me questions during the live. That's why I do the live, so I can interact with you guys while I'm doing it and get some theories from you guys. So guys, I'm out. It's been wonderful. Please like, share, subscribe, get to the channel, drink more coffee to get more drinks like this. And more. Juan, you missed the whole thing. What the heck? Y'all also follow my boy Juan. He is hilarious. If y'all don't follow him on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, follow him on all platforms. He's even got a YouTube channel. Check out Juan Morgan, man. Super late. But Juan, check it out. I will be posting this tomorrow morning. I will post this and you can catch up on everything. And also, you can actually comment. Please comment on the YouTube. You know how that works. That does help me out. And y'all recommend me to other people. Appreciate y'all, guys. It's been your boy, A5 Cup of Coffee. Love y'all. Puberty Aftermath. Yeah, follow Puberty Aftermath, guys. It's been wonderful. And I'm out. Y'all be safe in this snow. Love you guys. I'm out.